Aight. We got President Che turned an old van into a 2-story tiny house. How you do that? Let's see.
The old van into a beautiful 2-story tiny home. This is literally the most insane, ambitious van transformation on YouTube. So hold on to that food, sit down if you're showering, and let's get started.
Yeah, shower in a van is crazy.
This started when I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and I came across this old van.
We got a van.
And while yes, it looks very creepy, it was a heavy-duty E350.
It look clean. It's clean.
130,000 miles and only cost us $5,000.
You said what?
350 with 130,000 miles and only cost us $5,000.
Why are you going 80, dude? We just bought this van.
And once we finally got home, we could start gutting it.
First thing we gotta do, get these seats out of here.
Under the carpet, it also had this mysterious wood floor.
Ooh.
Once we got that up, we figured out why we got the van for so cheap.
The floor is falling out and I can see the tire.
Rust, more rust. This van had a bit of a rust problem. There were holes everywhere. For a while,
y'all ripped them out. That's why y'all ripped the holes out.
Even started, but luckily underneath the van.
Oh, you said what?
For a while, we thought this project was over before it even started, but luckily underneath the van was still okay. So we patched the holes with aluminum. This problem definitely won't re-emerge later in the video.
Obviously, it's a pretty big space in here, but there's one problem. We can't stand up.
Cutting the roof off is the logical solution, right?
Yeah.
Our idea for this van was to raise the roof where the floor plan works. You see this picture of Coy standing by the van? We're raising the roof to the top of that measuring tape. This will give us just enough room to stand up on the bottom floor and sleep on the top floor.
Whoa. The van with no roof.
You might think at this point we knew what to do and this is going to be easy, but we were completely winging it. In fact, we were all a little freaked out because there's obviously no going back from this. So we made this wooden piece that kind of looked like a roof.
Wow, that actually looks really cool.
That way we had a shape that we could copy with metal. Once this thing was all welded together, this is what it looked like. Ta-da! I made 3 of them. These are kind of like the trusses that are going to hold up the entire roof and help make the shape right. Then because we want it to be aerodynamic and
When you say you got these texting about it would not be part new roof, wide van.
Then because we want it to be aerodynamic and not look too ridiculous, we put a small one at the very front. Then I started welding bars to everything, which leads me into my next segment, cool welding shots. As you can see, after all that welding, it's pretty solid. The next step was the really hard part though. We had to figure out how to cover this in metal. This is really hard for us because we wanted it to look like this roof was part of the van and not just something we added on.
Hey, you got on goggles, bro?
To make sure it's as smooth as possible in the end, we used steel sheets where I could weld them on from the back.
But where's the part where you put the shower in there? How you get the shower in there?
Then we carefully bent the edges where we could get nice round corners. And as I welded it on from the inside, we just cut the excess off. The side sheets were super fun because they were easy to put up. And here's a better look as to how I welded all these sheets together.
There you go, that's proper safety.
I did hundreds of these little dots and definitely burnt myself a couple times.
Oh, that's not good safety.
Other than that though, the metal went pretty smooth. Even the front, which was especially difficult. But what's crazy is once we got this thing all covered up, it actually looked decent.
Solid 6 out of 10.
We have got to the point where literally anyone
someone put a head on the van. All right. Thank you. I can skip it, President Che. Someone put a hat on the van.
Really, all that work? 6?
But we weren't done yet. See all the cracks and holes and corners that need covered up? Well, my dad went through and covered the welds with Bondo and the corners and cracks with fiberglass.
It's
We're also
waterproof.
keeping track of how much this van weighs.
Don't look at a big trailer in the background. Too late, Shane. That's at that. Look at the trailer, bro.
We're also keeping track
It's a
of
nice trailer.
how much this van weighs. At the beginning, we took it to the cat scale and it weighed 6,280 pounds. We're going to try and keep it as light as possible, so we'll be weighing it again at the end.
I'm really glad this front end's strong.
What's crazy is after this, the outside of the van looked pretty good, but the inside was even crazier.
Dude, it's huge in here.
Massive.
Wow.
9 feet.
9-foot ceilings in a van.
That's pretty crazy.
That's so cool.
With the inside of the van huge now, it was time to actually start turning it into an RV.
It is time.
I said 2-story. Tiny house. Where's the first story at?
No, say it's for time for the floor.
It's time for the floor.
No. I'm gonna say it's time.
It's floor time.
We obviously wanted
What's
as much
going on?
ceiling height as possible, so we cut 2x4s in half and attached them with metal self-tapping screws. Then we had the super satisfying job of sealing the floor / insulating with spray
What's that,
foam.
glue? Whipped cream?
So mesmerizing.
Bro,
Spray
that's
foam was
whipped
great
cream.
because it will keep out the water from all these holes we had, and it will make the floor a lot stronger. After that, we put down some 3/4 inch plywood.
You never would have got that in there, dude.
Nope.
That took the floor from looking like this to this, which leads to our next step, the wall.
It's like building a new house. It's like building a new house.
Unfortunately,
I
we had
unpaused
to
the
leave this
video.
rim
I
of
unpaused it.
metal because it was pretty much the structure to the van. But luckily, the van was so big that losing this extra space didn't really affect us too bad. Can I also point out how cool it is that we have to use a ladder in this van now?
All right, now for the really fun part. We're gonna put in the second story. Look at that. That's gonna be the bedroom. Okay. Oh, no way.
Yes.
Whoa.
How is it?
I'm like 2 feet above the original van, dude.
Wow.
That's so
crazy.
cool.
The last thing we had to frame was in the back. We started by building a wall in front of the 2 back doors. This will kind of be our garage. And then we put another wall up to frame in the bathroom. Yes, this van is going to have a full bathroom. And with all the framing done, some of you might know what we're going to do next.
Okay, it's time to get serious. It's electric time.
Remember how I said the back of the van is going to be kind of like our garage? Well, that's where we're putting the breaker box.
Electric time.
Hey,
That
man.
box is where all of these wires...
He got a
are
whole
going to
team
run
of it.
back.
Teamwork makes the dream work, y'all.
All right, all this has got to plug into something. That's what this is for.
Back at the breaker box, it was finally time for my dad to connect everything.
Just because I look cool in these glasses doesn't mean I know what I'm doing.
He's good at this. He knows what he's doing.
Which cord is it? Which one is it? So it's like the router?
Apparently, you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I
All
thought
right,
this
there you
was
go. I can skip it.
possible, Where vibe coding meets
After we installed all the wires, it was finally time to cool this van off a little bit by installing our mini split.
That's so small.
For those of you who might not know, this is just an AC that cools and heats. And what's crazy is we got this unit for $380 off Temu, who sponsored this video and sent us all kinds of cool stuff for this van. We got a bunch of camping stuff too, like this fold-out chair,
You said
super
what?
bright flashlight, and this nice big water bottle.
For
Back
free?
in the van, what you're
He got
looking
the
at,
water bottle for free?
super bright flashlight,
Bro, where you get all this stuff for free?
this nice big water bottle. Back in the van, what you're looking at now is the front, hence the seats. And we installed the mini split right above them where it blew towards the back of the van, cooling the whole thing off.
Got all
And you
that
see
stuff
those
for
white
free. Hey
pipes?
man,
Well, those are the copper
Timmy,
tubes that
I want
connect
some
the
free
inside
stuff
of the mini
too.
split to the outside portion. Once I connected those and we vacuumed them out, I turned it on to test it.
It's working! It's on! It's working! We got AC! All right, now we're gonna install these solar panels that we got from Timu.
Timu is also doing an insane promotion right now where you can get 3 to 10 items for $0. All you have to do is go on Timu and type Che026 in the search bar, and you have a huge selection of items you can get for free. After ordering the solar panels, which we're now attaching to the van,
It's perfect.
What? I mean, we deserve some kind of award for that. That's crazy.
I actually tested my own code out to see if I could get the free items, and I got this inflatable beanbag, this cool
Bro's
tape,
cheating.
tool,
See, bro's
this
cheating.
fan pedal cleaner, and at the end,
Bro's
I bought this
cheating.
ice maker for 25%.
You don't have to use your
off.
own code, bro.
Go use my code Che026 in the search bar, or click the link in my description. Get those $0 gifts, and thank you to Timu for sponsoring this video. While my dad was
That's
putting in all the
crazy.
plugs, switches, and even
Can
the
you still
bathroom
drive it
vent,
though?
I have
That's
one
the real
last
question.
thing
Can you
to do on
still
the
drive it?
outside.
Or did you just
Running lights.
get rid of all the gas and blew up the transmission and engine?
This made the outside look so official.
Look at the top of the van! That is sick! It looks like an RV! And we added this brake light. Oh! It's perfect!
And now the inside was completely done.
Hey man, hey, this right here is the new Pimp My Ride, bro. This is the new Pimp. Remember that show, Pimp My Ride? That's the new show right here. It's the new one, Pimp My Ride.
Which means
Volume
we were
2.
ready for spray foam.
Me and my dad were really not wanting to do this, and I was prepared to argue, I really was. But somehow, Colby just wants to do it.
He used to put an aquarium in your car, bro. Pimp My
He's all
Ride.
excited. He volunteered. Yeah, Colby volunteered, so we're off the hook.
You ready, man?
Oh yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out by now, spray foaming is a really messy job, but it's great for RVs like this because it locks all the wires in place, it's waterproof, and it's really good at insulating. I didn't realize this until watching this video, but Colby went back like 2 or 3 times on the roof, and it ended up looking pretty crazy.
So he colored the roof.
All right, Dad, well, we didn't spray, so now we gotta pay the price.
Yeah.
What's the price? Oh, you gotta get the color off.
I think we're done.
No, you still got
With the
color
extra foam
left.
out of the way, we can finally start putting sheets in this van.
Yank it like a tank.
And I'm sure you can tell by the look on my face, it wasn't very easy.
Oh, it's cold.
And as I was putting this up, I may have broke it.
Oh, just cracked. Yeah, we need to soak it. Yeah.
The curve on the ceiling was pretty small, so the only way to make these sheets bend right was to soak them in the pool for about an hour.
Oh yeah. Look how flexible that is.
Dude, it looks like a piece of paper.
I know.
With the sheets bendy, we could get them up in the ceiling without breaking them, but it was still a struggle. Here, let me speed it up for you.
Okay, all right.
It looks sick, dude.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
Then we just did that a couple more times. I should probably play some music now. Nah, just watch in silence. Okay, then we put on the main living room kitchen ceiling, which was great because I really wanted to get some can lights in here where it wasn't so dark.
All right. Wow. Finally.
All right, bro. I'm gonna get copyright. Hold on, we get copyright. Y'all can see this video.
It's funny, that time lapse of me putting the lights in took 53 minutes. Well, let's see if they work. Oh, multiple layers. Bathroom ceiling time.
Hey man, hey man,
What pairs
hey
nicely
man,
with
hey
space
man.
gazing? A spacious new SUV. Rent from our newest fleet yet.
Sponsored by Squarespace? I didn't know you had Squarespace. President Clay, Che.
The bathroom was the last room to get can lights, and you could tell I was pretty excited they worked. After that though, I finally started sheeting off the bathroom, and for the first time, you can't see those doors anymore. Back in the living room kitchen area, we started sheeting that too. And look how big this room is. Isn't it crazy that this is a van?
Yeah.
Oh, and behind the camera, Kobe did a great job covering this super hard section. What's crazy is this time lapse is 3 hours long. But look how good this space looks now.
Oh, you got a whole shower back
It
there.
just needed one thing.
A shower head.
I'm gonna build some cabinets today.
On this channel, Colby's become a little bit of a celebrity because of all the cabinets he builds, and this video is going to be no different.
My measurements have changed because I changed the face frame from 2" to 1 3/4, so now everything is different.
Anyway, while Colby was working on cabinets, it was time for me to get under the van where I could start installing the tanks. I just had to remove the old spare tire first. Almost lost my arm. Welcome to under the van. Right now I'm scraping off most of that rust where I can get to the bare metal. That way I can weld on mounts for this tank. In case you don't know, every RV needs 3 tanks. A black tank, gray tank, and freshwater tank. The black tank's where the toilet water goes, gray tank's where the sink and shower water go, and fresh tank is obviously where the fresh water goes. And under this van I had so little room that our toilet actually wouldn't fit here, so we had to reframe the entire wall to scoot it back a couple inches all the way where I could put this pipe in.
You take a doo-doo.
It fits! Oh, we did it!
Oh, your
Now
doo-doo go down that
pipe fits
drain.
in the right spot, I could actually go ahead and make my mounts for the tank. I just kind of welded these ribs to the frame where the tank could fit in between them. Then I went and made the hole for the toilet. And now you can see why we had to move it back, because that frame was in the way. And while I was decking out the black tank with all kinds of vents, inlets, and even a gauge where I could know how full it gets. Alright, this is a decked out tank. Colby had gotten all of his wood cut and was now assembling the cabinets, which really didn't take him that long.
No, he's a cabinet expert.
How'd you finish him that fast, dude?
He's an expert, that's why. He's true to this, not new to this.
But then all this progress stopped when I accidentally touched a brake line. You see that, Dad?
Oh no.
That's brake fluid.
No.
Yeah, remember how rusty this van was? Well, the brake lines were completely rusted through. I don't know anything about brake lines. This is gonna be a whole new thing for me. Just in case you don't understand how sketchy this is, that brake fluid leaking out literally means the brakes don't work. My first thought was the van was completely totaled and we wasted all of our money, and I was pretty upset. But then I realized how we got done with this and I took it on a trip, the brakes probably would have failed. Well, I got the old brake line out. So I watched like a bunch of YouTube videos and got some stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. You said, bro, used van, he was going 80 on it, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's screaming.
Fix it when it comes in. For now, I just pretended to ignore it where I could focus on my tanks.
He worked Facebook Marketplace, yeah, he's
On the
screaming.
exact opposite side, I put in the gray tank. This was directly underneath the shower. All right, so the shower drain can only go in one spot, right there. Because of all the big metal framing in the way underneath the van, I had to make this crazy looking pipe that routed all the water to the tank. Down this pipe, and it goes up and over through the frame into this that goes directly into the top of the tank. And I have to admit, I'm pretty proud of that. Then there was the fresh tank. This is gonna give the van access to water anywhere, and I put it right where the old spare tire went. All right, I know this looks horrible, but nobody's gonna see it. I don't care, so I'm done. Back on the inside, Colby and my dad were working on trim to cover up all the ugly gaps, and man, it was looking good.
Yeah, dang.
Remember, just a couple of days ago, it looked like this. Anyway, while I was still trapped under the van doing plumbing, what?
Are you done with cutting metal?
Colby was working on his cabinet doors.
This is a lot less than I usually have, so I'm pretty happy with this.
And while he was putting all those doors together, my dad gave the van a nice paint job.
Bro, what is that, milk?
Tell Monday what you need. We're creating an agent and naming him Tony. Now let's give him
I
context.
think I can skip it. I know he's talking about Monday. President Che.
This made it look pretty insane. But one room that hadn't gotten any attention, the bathroom. You probably know this by now, but we're going to put a toilet and a shower in here. And this might be a little crazy, but it's all going to be tile. First though, my dad had to put down the shower pan and make sure everything was waterproof. And if you're wondering where I've been for the last couple minutes,
Still plumbing.
Underneath the
while my dad
van.
was waiting for me to finish under the van though, he put a layer of primer on the cabinet doors and the cabinets themselves.
You never know what you're gonna get when you spray. Could be good, could be bad, easy, hard, whatever. Never know. Hopefully this goes well. Shay, you can delete all this crap. Alright, so we're gonna prime the cabinets now.
By this time, I've finally wrapped up the plumbing underneath the van, and let me just say, it looked good. All right, Dad, you ready to tile the bathroom?
Yes.
Me and my dad then joined forces to tile the bathroom. He may have done most of the tiling, but I was outside cutting things for him. Meanwhile, Colby was turning scrap wood into crown molding. This piece costs like $6 at Lowe's, and Colby just made it for free with a router. After he put it up on the cabinets,
creativity
he was finally
overall.
able to paint them.
Bro, that's some. Why you paint them green
really
for?
Exciting. This countertop that weighed like 200 pounds.
That's almost farts. It's stench with someone's fart, bro.
That is nice.
Me and Colby picked this countertop up from a local home goods store for like $300. It was a lot, but man, it was worth it.
All right, dude.
Also, huge shout out to my dad for getting under there and cutting it. He looks like Mike from Dirty Jobs. Anyway, while my dad was doing the backsplash, I was finally cutting the carpet that went upstairs and in the cab. Some people hate on me for loving carpet so much, but look how cozy the upstairs looks now. And the cab used to look like this. Now it looks like an RV cab. With all this stuff we've added to the van, some of you are probably wondering about weight, and we are going to weigh this when we're done and show you. But we definitely didn't want it looking like this going down the road because it's so heavy in the back.
That's why I said pimp my ride. That's why I said look like pimp my ride,
Looking
bro.
like this going down the road because it's so heavy in the back.
To make it not do that, we're putting in airbags.
I bought this 5,000-pound airbag kit specifically made for this van, and as you can see in this time lapse, they went in super easy. And when I let down the van, you can see how much it squats. But then when I pump up the airbags, watch this. With each pump, you can see the van lifting up. It goes up a lot. And by the way, my parts for the brakes finally came in. Because remember, they still don't work. So, in case this ever happens to you, first, locate the master cylinder. Remove rear brake line. Don't accidentally remove the front ones. Go into the van, in the back. Cut old brake lines with grinder. This is good. Get new brake line. Cut it. Good. Flare brake line. Not like
Good.
that. Like this.
Good.
$70 tool needed. Oh, don't forget nut. Don't forget nut. Good. Go back to master cylinder. Connect new brake line. Take brake line to the back. Connect brake line to brake line block. Connect other new brake line to brake line block. Bleed brakes. Both. Test brakes. Good. Now go open up a brake shop.
You. Just you. Building your app.
All right, President Cleveland, base 44. He's my base 44. I gotta skip
Back
it.
inside the van, there were only a couple things left to do before I could take this camping. The main one being the floor. I wanted it to look fancy, so I chose this really shiny tile that kind of matched the countertop.
Ooh.
I think it turned out really, really good. Meanwhile, Colby installed his custom glass cabinet doors.
You guys want to see something cool?
Yeah. As you should be, bro. As you should be. Proud of your work. As you should be, bro. They put lights in cabinets.
By the way, you guys remember that old spare tire that tried to kill me? Well, we cleaned it off and got a new tire for it, and then made a bracket to go on the back of the van where it looks like this.
Dude, look at that. Cool. Look.
I also transformed the rest of the wheels from this to this.
Now I said, pimp my ride.
Kind of crazy what tires and a little bit of spray paint will do. So far, we've turned this old creepy van into something really cool. But, although I don't think it looks creepy anymore, it doesn't look good either.
It's still dirty.
So, I'm gonna cue my dramatic music that I usually do while we get this thing finished.
You gonna paint it brown? Ugh, doo-doo brown. Ugh. That's someone's doo-doo. They made it out of someone's doo-doo.
We're done painting. This van looks awesome. I'm just kidding. We're not going to leave it this turd brown.
It's the primer, okay. You painted green? Like the
While my
Hulk?
dad was painting, I was inside hooking up this new battery for the off-grid system. This is going to give the van power anywhere. I also made it to where this battery charges while the engine's running, and hooked up the solar panels so they're charging it too. Then I added a gauge for the black tank, and one to tell me exactly what this electrical system's doing.
All right, I have the van on, and nothing's blown up yet, so I think it's working.
Back outside, the green paint was looking amazing. Then it was just some last-minute, final touches that really sent this van over the edge.
Why was that van wearing a hat? Bro, someone put a hat on the van.
All right, we ready, guys?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Let's test this thing out.
The campsite we were going to is about an hour away, so we're going to get a really good test for this van. But the first thing we're going to do is figure out how much does this van weigh now, because we don't want it to be too heavy.
What do you guys think the weight is?
I'm thinking about 9,000 pounds.
I think if we were below 10, I'd be happy.
Remember, the original weight of the van was 6,280 pounds.
It's probably gonna be about like, I say 7,000 to 8,000.
And now,
8580.
What? Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
8,580 pounds.
I said it! Yeah, I said it! 7,000 to 8,000 pounds. I got it right. I'll never question my ball knowledge, bro.
We added 2,300 pounds to the van.
We killed
That was
it.
only 2,000 pounds.
It was really cool to stand up and walk around too, because all of our stuff worked.
We got power. Plenty of power. All the lights.
Got a sink.
The water works.
I even went back inside the bathroom to test the shower out.
I got
Yeah,
the
take a
shower
shit.
on.
Nah, take a doo-doo. Take a shit. See if it works.
Anyway, it wasn't long till we
See the thing. See the toilet don't get clogged up, bro.
got to our
See the
campsite,
toilet don't get clogged. I gotta see if the toilet don't get clogged up. I gotta test it. I gotta test it.
and I just honestly can't believe how cool this van looks. What used to be an old, creepy van, we are now making dinner inside of.
This is about to be so good.
He's got those confetti pancakes. Oh, I'm going torch, bro.
And don't forget, there is a bathroom in the back.
Great success.
All right, we got Colby in the passenger seat. My dad's up here. I am taking the floor. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to bed, and I'll see you in the next video.
Shout out President Clay. Hey, man, it's very creative. Mr. Pimp My Ride, the new one. What?